Newsshooter coverage of NAB 2025 is sponsored by B&H Build Expo, June 17th and 18th at the Javits Center, New York, and Atlas Lens Co.
I'm Eric Naso at Newsshooter.com, and we are at NAB 2025, and I'm with Peter at the Atomos booth. And Peter, I have something a bit different from Atomos. These look like some headphones. It's a little different product category for you guys. Talk to me about what's going on here.
Yeah, so this is our new StudioSonic production headphones. So everybody uses our monitor recorder products. This is for you to connect to either our Ninja or our Shogun. Put it on so we can actually hear the microphone when you're doing recording and you can actually tell the quality while you're recording. It's really important,
Now, it's not, maybe people will think, what is Atomos really doing making headphones? But it makes sense because you have you guys bought Anton.
Yeah, so we bought Aton. So Aton is very famous for very high-end audio recorders. So unfortunately, they went out of business last year. Mm-hmm. So we picked up the company, picked up the assets, and we're going to roll in some of that technology into our newer products. And you're going to see a lot more audio-related equipment from Atomos over time, and this is one way of getting in there and showing. And look, it makes perfect sense, not just with the professional audio recorders, but with the your live production. Plug it into your camera or into your Atomos camera monitor recorder.
So I had these on for a second and I couldn't hear a word you said because these paths isolate
they're pretty cool.
well.
Yeah, they're pretty good.
Talk to me a little about the cushioning here.
It's exactly, they've been designed so that they can insulate the sound quite well. There's no digital noise cancelling on this. All that cancelling was just because of the way it's designed and the cushioning there. So a lot of people said, they're a bit thick, it makes you look like Princess Leia.
All right, wait a minute. Do I look like Princess Leia?
Yeah, there we go. It's right out there. But as you said, they're comfortable, they cancel noise, and they're designed to be wearing for a really long time.
Yeah.
So you're on set, you're holding a boom mic, you need to make sure you're hearing everything's really, really well. But on the other side of things, you could be using them, at home or in your studio when you're doing your editing and your post-production, so you can hear the quality of your sound before you do your mastering and your uploads.
So they're not colored, right? You're trying to get a really production quality sound. This
exactly.
is what you're recording is what it sounds like.
As neutral as possible, yeah.
Okay. And I saw a feature here that I had not seen before, which is really smart. You have two inputs here. You have 3.5 on this side and a quarter 20 on this side.
That's right.
You don't need an adapter. You just switch the side, which is awesome.
Yep.
So how many times did you lose that adapter for your Sony headphones?
And the problem is with those adapters is they start after being using a few times, they start to get loose and you get crackling in your audio, and that's the last thing you need. That's the whole point of the mastering headphones, the production headphones, is that you're actually hearing good quality sound without any distortion or interference. So simplifying those things is important. And because it's production headphones, it is cabled. A couple of people came up and said, well, shouldn't they be Bluetooth? And I'm like, well, but you'll have delay and things like that, anything you're going to be transmitting, so it's better to have a physical wired cable, that you've got a direct connection.
And just by popping them on, they're comfortable. This top section here, nice and padded, feels quality, not too heavy, which is important, like you mentioned. Wearing headphones for a long period of time, especially if you're editing, the worst thing is having something super heavy on your head. It just gets uncomfortable.
That's right.
Yeah, it's really nice.
Thank you.
And again, like I mentioned, you guys bought Anton, and there's a reason for that. You guys are going to be branching out probably into more audio products.
That's right. Yeah, we'll take some time to get there, but the foundation is there, and it was a really important brand to protect. Really high quality audio products. There's a community of users out there that we're continuing to support, and we want to use that technology and make it more widely available over time.
All right. Well, thanks, Peter. Appreciate it.
You're welcome.